fuck you, man. Fuck you, iron-blooded orphans. God damn. You know, I knew. I've been speculating for the last couple episodes. I'm sure I said it at least once in one of my videos, one of my episode reactions, that Ortega was probably not going to make it out alive. Whether that saw to him piloting a mobile suit, or, you know, as sort of fitted between a rock and a hard place by McGillis, in having to do so to save Tekkadan, you know, I knew his outlook had been redirected ever since the last couple of episodes. He was trying to save his people. No more of this devil-may-care running into the action and fucking shit up. Mostly backfiring, mostly creating more of a problem for Tekkadan. Rather than saving them, he was creating more problems for them. As soon as goddamn he and Mikazuki are talking about that fucking gun, he wants Mikazuki's gun, Mikazuki says that fated line, make sure you get that gun back to me, Ortega. I knew. I was like, motherfucker, it's gonna happen. This fucking episode, isn't it? And it actually, like, was a smack across the face for me because they wait till the last fucking minute. I had started to dial back. I was like, holy shit, things are actually looking hopeful for Tekkadan. They got a message after being able to sneak Cordelia, Atra, and everybody back to Admos Company and everything like that. They had gotten an email from Tewaz, from Azi, saying, we got your back. We're going to help you out. She's even wearing, you know, the whole Naze sort of outfit, looking like Michael Jackson in a way. And it was inspiring. I was like, holy shit, they have a chance. And this came on the heels of McGillis actually seemingly turning face to help Tekkadan. He ran interference with Gjallarhorn, with Eok, who it seemed like he finally killed Eok, but of course we haven't seen him dead and buried, so I don't know if he survived or not. With this show, you can never be sure until the other leg drops and everyone's saying the person is dead, wholeheartedly. I don't know if Eok got taken out by McGillis, but McGillis, I was like, well, hell, he was earning my respect back. And I'm like, hell yes, he's still seeking his purpose, and he's going to help Tekkadan make their escape, a temporary one, while they also have a more permanent one in the works with these old tunnels and everything underneath their area on Mars, everything like that. If they can dig through, if they can get to the other side, and they can get off Mars and find a way to Earth. All they need to do is find a way to Earth. Makanai has their backs there as well. Everybody's got their backs all of a sudden. So, of course, how to bury the situation, how to remove all of that hope, fucking kill Ortega. And he's cradling one of his members to boot. This hit squad comes up at the end of the episode, the utmost pinnacle of hope, and they pump him full of lead. Blood is everywhere. He falls to the sidewalk. God damn! And he's fucking, I mean, other than, like, the situation with Eok, where it's like, well, I'm gonna wait and see if he's actually been killed by McGillis or not. This one feels like that's it. Nobody's going to help them. Nobody's going to come rescue them. There are no health people, doctors, surgeons who are going to help Ortega. He's bled out. He's gone. He's fucking dead. And I'm ruining the entire scenario. I want to choke this show. I wish I could manifest it before me, incarnate, and choke the life out of it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that occurred to me. Twice in the episode, goddamn McGillis is trying to, as Ortega puts it, poach one of his members. He's going after Mikazuki, and he's just shy of begging Mikazuki to use Barbados Lupus Rex to McGillis's cause, to the effect of his cause, to go up against Gjallarhorn and take Gjallarhorn down. The remnants of it, Arianhod and everything like that, Rustal, he wants to take Rustal out. And so he's trying to groom Mikazuki. He's like, well, what do you want? What is the thing you want? What are you seeking? we know, as the viewer, he's already kind of laying the foundation for a hopeful future. He's gotten with Atra, impregnated her and everything. That could be bliss. That could be something wondrous and wonderful. Even Cordelia, even though she didn't get with him, she calls Mikazuki the man she loves. And I don't know if she actually means that, if, you know, she was putting that forth truthfully, or if that was just a way to persuade Atra that, you know, she wants Atra to come with her and be protected. If she stays with Tekkadan and everything, there's much more of a risk to her life, all that kind of stuff. So this could have been something Cordelia said just to convince Atra to come to safety, to come with her. But she's going to live up to that promise of protecting Atra and the baby for the man she loves. And they both smooch Mikazuki from both sides. And you got like Hash and everything. They're like, are you done yet? Come on, I don't want to see this. You know, most viewers, actually. It was hilarious in the comments on my previous discussion video. People were saying, no, I don't know if I want to see this. You know, polygamy here. We got Cordelia and Atra getting with Mikazuki. And I'm just saying, it's wartime. It's the battlefield. You know, it's in the midst of years-long hardship for all of these characters. If this is the only sense of hope that they have, grasp onto it. I mean, that's the only real rationalization you can give it. But then, as I say, it occurred to me. McGillis twice tried to make a move on Mikazuki. He knows, in the midst of battle, he's thinking about Barbados Lupus Rex and how much ferocity that could bring to the table. He looks very pleased with himself that even though he's going after his own effect, he's helped Orga and everything get away. For all intents and purposes, he's helped them get away. And then it occurred to me. Who knew where Orga would be? Not Elion. Not Arianrod. Not even Gallahorn. There's only one person who knew where Orga would be. With Cordelia and Atra and everything, at Admos. Goddamn McGillis. Why would he do it? Because Mikazuki will not make a fucking move without Orga's say. He wants Mikazuki. He wants that ferocity. He wants to command that and send it into the battle and take out as much of Arianrod and Gallahorn as he can. Because he knows Mikazuki will be like a nuclear fucking explosion in everyone's face. So how does he get that? How does he get what he wants? He has to take out Orga. Because the next inevitable step, if something happens to Orga, if Orga dies, Mikazuki is a flame ready to burst. And I got news for you. He's going to come out fists firing. He's going to fuck shit up. He's going to lay waste. And then he's going to pick up that waste and fuck it up again. And Gillis. I didn't think I could be brought to the point of so hating scathingly characters in this show as much as Eok had rendered me nausea and Amida and laughter and all that stuff with Rustal and whacking those characters, taking them out, these much beloved characters. They rose my hopes in this episode. After all of that, we seemingly see Eok finally bite the bullet. Rustal is next at some point, but I don't even believe at this point he's going to get killed. I think he'll survive, and this will probably go on, as I was talking to one of you guys in the comments on my last video. There may be a follow-up OVA or movie or a third season that'll see this continue, maybe, probably. I don't know. I really don't know how much longer they can stretch this, but who knows. I don't think Rustal is an actual objective. I don't think it's a reasonable one. I don't think they're going to get him. If they do, I will be absolutely bewildered, dumbstruck, and shocked if they can effect wiping Rustal out. Yoke seems to have bit it, as I say. I kind of backpedaled on some of the other characters, like Gaelio, much more for his cause of wanting to stop McGillis. Julieta, I feel much more for her, whereas, when the whole situation with Naze and Amida and everything, when that was all put into effect, the way she was, sort of holding on to the coattails of Rustal and everything, and trying to prove herself beyond Yoke's capabilities, I had hated her as well, but I backpedaled from that. I much more feel for her because, as I called her, I referred to her as being akin to a lamb lost in the woods. She thinks she's doing the best she can do, but she doesn't really get it. She's not really understanding. Rustal is exploiting her in a similar fashion to how McGillis has all season long, ever since their initial meetings where McGillis sort of took Tekadon on and made them a part of the whole crew, a part of the whole effect. He has been, from moment one, exploiting them. He is power hungry, he is greedy, he no longer wants to just strip Gjallarhorn of the old guard and bring it back to zero, bring it back to a purification. It's no longer about that. If it ever was about that for him, what he wants is to rule all. He wants to commandeer all power for himself. And anyone who gets in the way of that is dead, is fodder, is ash. And now, at least as far as I can tell, McGillis knew where Ortega was going to be. He helped Ortega get away. He helped embody this sense of hopeful fulfillment, that Tekadon would be able to run and they'd be able to hide, and if they could just get away, they'd all be safe. But he so desperately wants Mikazuki. He so desperately wants that force to be reckoned with, under his command, under his driving force, to his ends. The only way he'd ever get it, the only fucking way, is get Ortega out of the way. And then Mikazuki comes out fighting. He doesn't even ask questions. Now I hope, one of my hopes going forward, is maybe Mikazuki, because we've seen such a turn of character in him, he's still brutal. He's still a force to be reckoned with. He can still be a cold, killing machine. But he's also begun to show compassion. He's also warmed himself to Atra. He's trying to have a family with her. He's trying to learn how to become a farmer for the life that he hopes is just over that next horizon that Ortega has promised to bring them all to. He's changed in that he's open to those possibilities. I can only hope that in answer to Ortega's demise, he's smart enough not to come out fighting. Not to go no holds barred and just start fucking shit up. I think he still will, but I would at least be hoping he's smart enough to figure out what I figured out. That the only way anyone could have gotten to Ortega was if it was through McGillis' doing. If there's any sort of satisfying, follow-through with Mika's having made those changes, those more humanitarian, compassionate changes, he's got to be able to objectively realize McGillis just fucked him. He came to me twice. He wanted my mobile suit. He wanted me to come out and fight for his cause. He knew I'd never back away from Ortega. I won't move without Ortega's say. I hope to fucking God Mika realizes this. I hope when he comes out swinging, he goes pointedly toward McGillis and fucks his ass up. Now, I don't know what that'll spell out for the rest of Tekadon. I don't know if they still have any hope of getting away without Ortega's leadership, without Mikazuki as the brute force. I don't know. But I would hope, it would really test my patience if Mikazuki comes out leaving himself open for the complete force that is the Aryan Rod fleet and those representative of Gjallarhorn. that are encircling Tekadon's whole lair, if you will. If he does something that fucking stupid, I lost all hope for this show. Even if it goes a third season, fuck it, I'm done. If he doesn't show some comeuppance toward McGillis and realize what McGillis has done, I want this show manifest. I want to make it a thing in front of me that I can physically choke. Unfucking believable. R.I.P. Orga. You know, I've been very critical against a lot of the decisions Orga has made, but I gotta be honest, he's one of my favorite characters in the show. He was my first favorite character in the show. And I know he's had so much on his shoulders. All he has wanted to do is whatever could be the best possible of all effects for Tekadon, for his boys, for his family. Sometimes that meant being absolutely asinine and stupid and getting yourself caught up in a whole hellacious thing that you didn't need to be a part of. Sidling up with McGillis, taking on Gallahorn, everything like that. You know, he risked it all, and there were times it didn't pay off. But he learned from it. He learned in the last couple of episodes. He started to realize, I've been fucking up. I have to make this right. All you did was make yourself dead. Fucking bullshit.